And in the Impact segment tonight, shocking criminal trial in Phoenix, Arizona. 32-year-old Jodi Arias been charged with first-degree murder in the death of her former boyfriend, Travis Alexander. Police say Arias stabbed Alexander 27 times, slit his throat, and shot him in the head.
If you still felt threatened after having shot Mr. Alexander, why did you use a knife instead of just shooting again?
Well, I know that I dropped the gun when he hit me, and I don't know where the gun went, because when we fell, it was no longer in my hands, and I don't really remember picking up the knife. I just remember feeling threatened, and he was the immediate threat.
This murder case has now captured the attention of millions of Americans, and joining us from Phoenix to handicap the case, Monica Lindstrom, a criminal defense attorney who's been in the courtroom. Why do you think this case is now broken out and so many people are paying attention to it?
Well, first of all, it's a death penalty case. And in Arizona, if she's convicted, she would be only the 4th woman on death row here in Arizona. But I think it's gained so much attention because it has all the craziness of a horror movie. We've got young people who had a sexual relationship, we have religion involved, and we've got just a pretty defendant with just a heinous, brutal killing. So all those put together, that's why everybody's paying attention to this.
What's the religion component?
They're both Mormon. Travis Alexander, the victim, had grown up Mormon. He's been a Mormon his whole life. And Jodi Arias, the defendant, she converted to Mormonism just prior to dating Travis Alexander. And so we have a very large Mormon community here in Arizona, so that has gained a lot of attention. But I think just the fact that a religion is involved, and it's so involved here, that's really important to a lot of people watching.
Now, we just heard the judge reading questions to Miss Arias. They came from the jury, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, in your observation of the trial, being in the courtroom, how do you think it's going?
Well, I don't think it's going very good for Jodi at all, and here's the reason why. Arizona is one of the few states that allows the jury to ask the witness questions. Now, she was on the stand for 18 days testifying, and the jury had over 220 questions for her. That is unbelievable. But it was the tone and the words of those questions themselves. They asked her things such as, why should we believe you now? Why don't you have a memory of this? Why didn't you call the cops? The questions were very direct, concise, and to me, they had no sympathy at all for her, and it really sounded like they were not believing what she had been saying.
All right. Now, in Arizona, the self-defense can acquit anybody on any violent charge. She claims that this guy, the victim, all right, the boyfriend, was beating her up or whatever. Is there any physical evidence to back that up?
No, all we have is her allegations that he physically abused her 5 times in the past. It ranged anything from grabbing her by the wrist in anger or pushing her down and choking her out to where she lost consciousness, or she believes that she lost consciousness. Other than that, there is no proof at all. There's no police reports, medical reports, there's no pictures, there's nothing in her diary or her journal.
How about on the night in question when the murder took, or the alleged murder took place, she says he was hitting me or whatever. Did the police take her in, and is there any documentation of that? Her lawyer put forth that, look at this woman, she was beat up, or there was a scuffle? Nothing?
Nothing. He gets out of the shower, he body slams her, a fight ensues. That's when she stabs him.
Monica, if a man body slams a woman, then his physical, you know, you can see the bruising there.
I know, you would think so.
There is no bruising?
Well, she took off. She tried to clean up the scene, and then she left and went to Utah, and then she went back home to California. So his body wasn't discovered for another 6 days, and then she wasn't arrested until
after the incident took place, she goes to Utah, then she goes to California, then she returns to Arizona, and the guy's laying there for 6 days?
Yeah, he wasn't found. She killed him on June 4th, and he wasn't found until the evening of the 9th.
And how does she explain the flight?
She says that she doesn't remember anything after she shot him. She took off. She tried to cover her tracks because she wanted to throw off suspicion, because she was so ashamed, so upset that she had done this. She knew she was going to be arrested, but she wanted to try to keep everybody off track as long as she could. Yeah, and now she's going to try to claim battered woman syndrome.
Sure. I mean, now you have to. She's fighting for her life. So you say
she doesn't have anything else.
When do you think this verdict will come down?
I'd say the case has at least another 2 to 3 weeks because we're still on the defense case, and then the state gets its rebuttal case.
Well, that'll make some of our competition very happy. All right, Monica, thanks very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.